We've had a lot of zombie games over the years. For a while, it seemed like it was one after another. Games like Left 4 Dead and its sequel, Resident Evil, the Call of Duty Zombies games, are the main ones that come to my mind when someone mentions a zombie game. And while there has been arguably a saturation of the genre in terms of sheer volume of games, they're still fun, at least to me. Zombie games are the quintessential co-op game in my eyes. They're stressful, require some level of teamwork, and can be hype as hell when everything works together. One such game that I played a while ago and just got back into recently is Killing Floor 2. I never played the original, I watched a lot of videos on it, but this was way before I had a PC to play games on. But the second game is awesome, and I can't believe that I forgot how sick this game actually is. At its core, Killing Floor 2 is a fairly standard zombie, or I guess in this case Zed, survival round-based shooter. You select one of the 10 available perks to play as, you choose a map, a difficulty, and you're off to go. Each perk has a weapon class it specializes in, alongside its trusty 9mm pistol. Berserker is all about melee weapons, Commandos for assault rifles, Field Medic has special medical weapons, and so on. All the perks come with passive bonuses that increase each time you level up, and each perk has a skill set that unlocks every 5 levels that allow you to choose between 2 different skill trees for a much more customizable role. Each tree feels as though it has a purpose and can greatly increase your overall damage or add some support/utility for the perk for you and your team. Every perk is really dynamic and unique to one another, with one exception: the Survivalist. This perk is the definition of jack of all trades but a master of none. This perk has access to all the weapons and can fill any role a 6-person team might need. The problem with this though is that while it might do everything okay, it doesn't excel anywhere. So I would personally advise against using this perk until you kinda know what you're doing. But other than that, there's absolutely something here for everyone. The weapon variety is one of the reasons why this game is so fun for me. Even if you only want to play one perk and level it all the way up to the max of 25, there are enough different options in one perk that it shouldn't get boring very quickly. There are a large variety of maps for you to slay Zeds on, and each has a theme with different levels of complexion in regards to their layout. Which for a zombie game doesn't make sense to highlight, but given that on harder difficulties the game can spiral out of control very quickly, having a game plan on where to go and relocate is a huge asset. Knowing the layout of the map can allow you to make a quick decision that can get your team out of a bind, or clutch a last man standing situation. There are short, medium, long, and endless modes to play on, being 4, 7, and 10 rounds respectively. Endless is exactly what it sounds like. You go as long as you can and see how many rounds you can beat. What's different is that instead of one boss round at the end with other lengths, Endless has a boss round every 5 rounds, with the game getting increasingly more difficult each round. The difficulty is also tied to which one you choose, as well as how many teammates you have. The more members, the higher the total Zed count each round and how much damage they take and you take respectively. So, whether you only have, 30 minutes to play, or you want to grind the game out for a couple hours, there are many different ways to play and enjoy Killing Floor 2. There are a lot of different Zed types in this game for you to decimate, many returning from the original game, as well as some new faces. And each returning zombie has also gotten some love in terms of a visual overhaul. They look much more menacing and like their names suggest, especially the big boys, the Scrake and the Flesh Pound. Every Zed should be treated with care. These 2 boys need to be put on the highest priority in terms of taking them down. Just one of either is bad enough with their large health pool, high mobility, and huge damage potential. They can cause a lot of chaos for a team and separate people when it's least desired. Take heed for when you hear their incoming screams. Don't worry, you won't miss them. The bosses are all largely different as well, at least visually. The Patriarch, the main boss from the first game, has returned and is badder than ever, and there are plenty others you'll come across in your travels, each providing their own ways of trying to take you out. Like the vendor says, you've earned the money, now spend it. After each round, you'll have the opportunity to use the money you earn to purchase new weapons, refill ammo and armor, and upgrade your gear at a vendor that will move to different pods across the map. A very simple strategy for beginners is to try and position yourself close to the trader pod when you see you have a very small number of Zeds left in the round. That way, you don't have to spend half of your allotted time for upgrades running to the next pod and not being able to purchase what you want. Rabbit Hole goes much deeper than that in terms of overall strategy and tactics to employ when you're with the team, like which perks synergize well with one another, which ones should stay away from one another because, believe it or not, some perks shouldn't mingle with others because it can throw off their aim and make it difficult to do their job. But at the very least, one thing to remember: be close to the pod before the round ends. This game also has really strong music choices, most being something very heavy metal to help reinforce what you're doing, which is obviously slaying out on zombies. But each track is really good in its own right, and the original main menu theme, which you heard during the intro montage, is really something special. It's a shame it's not around these days. I wish I could hear it again. But either way, the music in general gets a big thumbs up for me. There's no complaints. Every track feels really strong, and you feel like you're badass killing zombies with your squad. It's a good time. The music, 2 thumbs up. It's great. Killing Floor 2 has been around for many years. It will be 6 years this coming November. The reason I even got back into it was because it was free on Epic Games Store and all my friends had already downloaded it before I was able to. Me, being the contrarian, bought it on Steam because there's crossplay so we can all enjoy the game, and I'm very glad I did. Compared to games like Tarkov or even Apex, it's nice to be able to kind of turn off your brain and just shoot Zeds for a little while with a variety of different guns. I don't have any perks leveled up all the way to 25 yet, but I'm eager to get there and see how crazy harder difficulties are. I have memories of it being really brutal when I played it on PS4. I had some max level characters there, so we'll see what happens. I highly recommend this game for anyone looking for a fun and exciting co-op zombie game. Killing Floor 2 is not going to disappoint. Let me know in the comments if you've played this game before and what your experiences are with it. I'm curious to see how other people have enjoyed the game as much as I have over the years, and now more recently. So if you play the game and, maybe you're brand new or you have a squad and you're looking for people, sound off in the comments. Maybe we can make some magic happen here. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope to see you in future ones.
Appreciate it, but